Defense Headquarters has confirmed the arrest of 4 collaborators aiding terrorist operations in the northeast, including 2 personnel from the hybrid forces who had been working alongside troops to combat insurgency. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kanje, made the disclosure in a statement on Friday. He said in operations from April 26 to 29 across Bama, Kukawa, and Madagali local government areas, troops intercepted 4 terrorist logistics suppliers, who 2 of whom were identified as hybrid force members. He expressed concern over the betrayal and warned commanders to sensitize their personnel against acts that could sabotage ongoing military efforts. He stressed that while some operational details must remain discreet for some security reasons, the military remains focused on defeating terrorism, banditry, and other criminal threats to ensure the safety of Nigerians. Well, we're not on misappropriation. This is another different form of crime, but it's more like when you get betrayed by someone you least suspect, or that kind of, because we know how discreet the military can be, and then the discipline that involves, that come across the military force. And getting this, that security, it was actually 2 security agents that they said were arrested that aided terrorism in that instance, according to the story, allegedly, because we do not have we don't have full fact over it. But let's consider this as a statement that he has made, because he actually made this statement over it. I want to get your thoughts on this, please.
I want to appreciate the Nigerian military. They don't get much of the appreciation they deserve. They're doing a very good job defending and protecting the territorial integrity of Nigeria and Nigerians. Our friends who serve in the military, they give their all, they give their blood, sweat, and tears. They give everything to defend Nigeria. So I think Nigerians should appreciate them more. They should appreciate them. They should celebrate them. In every system, in every organization, you will always find a bad egg. There will always be bad characters, right? You always see them everywhere you go. But the general, a good percentage of the people there are good people. So this step they took to fish out these bad eggs, it's not just in Nigeria, even in the United States of America. Recently they had leaks, and then they sacked some people in the U.S. Defense Department because of the investigation, internal investigation to leaks within the Department of Defense, the issue of the signal gate that took place in the United States.
Wait, I actually wanted to ask, is it that most of this agents that are being used, they are in-house agents, or they are individuals that get recruited into the military just with the aim of getting discrete informations?
I don't think any organization will want to employ someone who's going to be like a spy or work against...
No, not with their thoughts. I mean, like when you recruit, is the recruitment the right statement? Probably the recruitment was not the right word. Or let's say when there's another redeployment, or bringing in new agents to join the military force, that kind of situation. You get like when a civilian wants to join the force just to be part of the system to fight for your country. That's the point I'm driving at. When there are new intakes, yes, that's the word. Is the new intakes that come with the intention of wanting to
be a sellout? Yes,
a sellout, to rat out of discrete informations, or it's the in-house agents that actually do these acts?
It can fall under any category.
Okay.
When you join like a military force, you swear an oath to defend, protect. It's just like in the United States of America, you swear to the Constitution to defend the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You do that. Now, whether they are new or old, a lot of things can be a motivation factor. Some of them, could be motivated. Most times are motivated wrongly. The thing is that you are there to protect and work for the security and safety of Nigerians. It is beyond you. It's a call to national service. That's why I said we need to appreciate and celebrate our security officials. A lot of them are putting their life on the line. They're giving their all to defend us, to protect us. Yes, there could be some bad eggs, but many of them are good people. I have friends who serve in the military, and they are deployed. No matter the terrain, they are there. They don't complain. Under the rain, under the sun, they are there. They give their best. So Nigerians, when you see a military man or a soldier, appreciate him and respect him, because he's defending not just himself or his family. He's defending the country. He's defending. He's out there at the forefront, at the battle line, to make sure that you can sleep peacefully at home. So when you now have bad eggs who are collaborating with the bad elements in the society, they are doing a disservice to their nation and to the people of the nation.
Okay, thank you on that. Well, I still want to get a thought on this part of the whole insecurity going on in the nationwide. It's not just in a particular part of the country. We'll look at the north, we'll look at the south, we'll look at the east and other parts of the country. And then most of the troops that have been sent out are not the Nigerian police force. They are the military and the army. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, please. Well, am I correct?
Oh, well, what I'm
are there not the troops that have been sent to...
We also have the police.
The police go out, the joint police force that go out to fight over the whole insurgency situation.
I think they have police involvement as well.
Okay, it's not just the military or the army.
They have other security agencies, the intelligence agencies and all that. They're all working together.
I mean, at the field, at the battleground, which of the force, which of the armed force has been...
I don't want to dwell on that.
Okay. I'm actually trying to get to a point where, you know, he stated, the military had actually stated on the parts where, you know, they have discrete informations, and then the part of them gets to release most of the discrete information, which is the military, because it's just a discipline. Like when we have classes, we segregate each and every one of us. If you're having a science class, you do not learn what the arts class student. It's not like we're gossiping. It's just because we do not want to pass the information of something you cannot articulate. Do I make sense there? So in the military form, in the military sector, there are certain informations that will not be released to the Nigerian police force. Am I making sense? Or I'm saying it wrongly? In as much as it's a joint force, is a joint task force, there are certain information that will be released just to the military. Or do they share all the information across board?
Well, since I'm not an in-house military person, what I can say is that irrespective of the sharing of sensitive information among the security agencies, what is important is patriotic Nigerians, because who will protect classified information and not sell the privileged information they have.
Does the Nigerian police force, do they take oaths into office before they've been, you know, assigned?
Whatever public service that you are,
you take oath.
It's a responsibility you're taking.
Okay.
For service, even in the youth service. In the youth service, I did my youth service in a northeastern state in Nigeria.
Okay.
It's a national service. It is no longer about you. Under the rain, under the sun.
Did you know why I'm asking this? I'm trying to get of information that should be released, within us or outside us. When it comes to the military, I might not be so accurate about the most details about it, but I know that when it comes to the military, there are informations that they just release to themselves. Yes. And it will not get to the Nigerian police force. That's the point I'm trying to get here.
I don't actually know. Both of us can say that, because I don't know whether they share it to the police force or not. But one thing I know is that the security agencies have a collaboration.
When it involves fight, going out on
whether it
onto the
involves
field.
insurgency or this a collaboration.
Okay.
Not just no one security agencies can operate without collaborating with others.
Okay.
So all the security agencies, they collaborate together for the security of Nigerians, and that's how it should be, and that's how it is. They collaborate, they work together, and that's why it is the various security agencies can achieve success. Now, what I want to say is that security is the business of every Nigerian. And we all as Nigerians, we must be conscious of our own security. We should not just sit down and wait. You see something wrong, work together with the security agencies. Because these criminals and these bad elements in the society, they are not spirits. They operate in a particular environment. So collaboration with the security agencies, information sharing, intelligence sharing, that's within the security agencies and all that. All this, when you put it together, it helps in improving our security as Nigerians.
Okay. Well, the reason why I asked this question, to just make it precise, is because according to the statement that was made, he found out as an act of betrayal where you do not, leak out information. Probably they would have sent out signal about their base or information, the next step that will be taken, or what's the plan, how to capture most of these terrorists, situations like that. And like you stated about the United States of America, stories and things we've seen, we know that sometimes most of them get to be, threatened, probably with their families, probably being coerced to leak out discrete information in that aspect. And I stated why I'm trying to ask this question is because this situation of these individuals that were arrested alongside others of aiding terrorists in the military, do you think that there will be any possibility that the issue of terrorism, because it's something that the president has actually been working on, do you think there's any possibility that there will be any reduction? I don't know, I'm trying to make sense. I don't know if it's just in my head. Is there any possibility that it will be reduced, since it's more like an in-house rat? That, like they say, an in-house rat is one that releases information to the other ones outside to tell them that there's fish in the owner's house while they come in. If it's happening that informations that are being shared amongst us is being sent out by an individual, like you stated, there's no way an organization will not have a bad egg. What's the possibility that this move of wanting to reduce insurgency in most of the states will be, put into place?
I believe that the security agencies, they have their internal mechanism to address issues of leaks and the bad eggs, so they can do that. They have that's why you could see the results that they are achieving by fishing out those bad eggs. They have an internal mechanism to checkmate that. And as regards the question of if we can achieve success in our as regards to insecurity, insurgency, I'm very optimistic that Nigeria can make significant progress in terms of reducing insurgency across the country.
Okay, and there was another story of this particular security operator, but security personnel that was being held because he was trying to transfer weapons to a terrorist base, I think from Abuja, from the FCT to one part of the north at the time, and then he was apprehended. So moves like that, that's why I'm asking this question. Moves like that could actually reduce that possibility of fast tracking, the stop over insecurity or insurgency. That was why I asked that question.
You can't predict human behavior to a large extent. Someone can be smiling with you now, and tomorrow they might have some ulterior motives with you. Okay. So you can't totally predict what people can do, but you can put in place a mechanism or a structure to checkmate their activities and their actions.
Okay.
And I believe that they have such mechanism. And I am very optimistic that Nigeria will make significant progress if we invest in our military, if we do the right things, if we as Nigerians are patriotic and work together, follow the rules, follow the laws. If we all follow the laws, irrespective of who you are, whether you're rich or you're poor, if we follow the laws of this country, if we respect the laws of this country, we are going to improve. We'll see improvement in our security.
Respect laws, like do not do this and that. Or
yes,
what kind of laws are you referring to?
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That's going to reduce insecurity.
It will help if we follow what the Constitution states. Like, if we follow the Constitution, if we're law-abiding citizens.
Okay.
When I talk about the laws, being a law-abiding citizen, not harming your neighbor, not working with terrorists.
The maker of the terrorists, do you think they have that in mind?
You mean the people who sponsor the terrorists?
Yes.
There always, as I said, there will always be bad eggs in the society. It is you, even in the United States of America, they have threats. You saw what happened to the president of the United States. He was almost assassinated while he was on the rally. That's the most powerful military in the world. There will always be threats. What is important is that at every stage of threats, you have a mechanism and a structure in place to check
that you can also work with
to check those threats
in order to move forward to the next one.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm sorry I'm dragging this, but I just want to get something right. Issues like this, what do you think has to be done in this kind of situation not to reoccur?
Stronger internal mechanisms within the military. When you have stronger internal mechanisms to check that those who have the bad eggs, you fish them out. Yeah.
So fishing them out is one step.
When you fish them out and then they are being punished, they serve as a deterrence to others.
So that will make them not to.
Yeah, if it's the same thing in our organization.
Because I wanted to refer to the 80 billionaire.
I don't want to talk so much about the military because I'm in the organization.
Okay.
In your organization, you have an accountant. Because when we talk about criminal activities, it's not just those who carry guns. You can have a man well dressed and polished with a suit and tie, with a pen. His weapon is not a gun, a pen. He just uses to manipulate, add some zeros, subtract some zeros. He has basic arithmetic knowledge, and that is it. He's a criminal, but gentle and calm. Now, in an organization, you have someone that is sharing sensitive information about the organization to your competitors. Maybe you have an eatery, you have a food company, and every food company have something that is their unique selling points. You talk about Kentucky Fried Chicken, there is a unique selling point. You talk about Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola have been existing for many years. Every company. Now you have this staff. Maybe they have signed a non-disclosure agreement. Some of them don't follow the non-disclosure agreement they have signed. And you realize that they are always leaking maybe your secret recipe that you use in preparing your meal that makes your meal so outstanding. And they are sharing and selling out this sensitive information about your organization to your competitors because they want to eliminate you from business. They want to wipe you off the charts of the business. What do? You don't wait for it to happen. You set up some firms. They even within some eateries, they have CCTV cameras even in the kitchen to monitor what is going on there. Who is putting what, and they have a lot of measures to checkmate. Criminality, is something you can't totally predict. Criminal behaviors, but you can put in place measures to coordinate and checkmate it.
All right.